Hey y'all, Danette Crotts coming to you live from the kitchen. I wanted to introduce to you my new channel, and y'all gonna have to show me some grace and bear with me because this is not my cup of tea. But anyway, and that's unsweet tea. The goal of this channel is to give you some tips and tidbits on health and wellness, give you some neat recipes, show you how we do our cooking in the kitchen in here, and just to give you some general encouragement through your health journey and know that you're not alone. I have been a certified Optavia health coach for the past 2 years, and I have learned so much about myself through this process, and I wanted to share that. So just to give you a little bit of background, this is a small area that we live in, and to us, Southern cooking was, it's always been a comfort for us. Anything around here, if you were going to lunch at Grandma's, if you were going to, if we had something going on and somebody was facing something in the community, and you would take food and just make them feel better, it was just a comfort thing. So over the years, I've related that comfort to the food, or that memory to the food. And so that has been something I've struggled with myself. It's just, I think everybody does that. They would relate food to an experience. So you got to get your mind changed. And that's something I have struggled with a long time, is, my mindset and thinking about, it's not just my weight. It was bothering me. It's in general, it's just my mind, stress, everything is a total health. Wellness is what you're looking for, and what we hope to help you with. Absolutely. And one thing I used to tell myself too is that, I'm going to start getting healthy when I get back from vacation. I want to start getting healthy after this cookout we've got this weekend. I want to start getting healthy after the Super Bowl. I've heard that one a lot this week. Or I'm going to start getting healthy at the first of the year. January is going to be my year, and you hear that. There's always going to be something, people. Always, So in February 2020, that is when I finally decided. I had my mindset straight. I was going to do this. I was going to get healthy. I was going to be a better person. I was going to be a better me for me, but yet also for my family. I want to be here, to be around for my grandkids, my great-grandkids. I don't know. Maybe here for great-great-grandkids. I don't know. But no, I'm in no hurry for that. This is directed toward my daughter. Anyway, so when I look back now and really thinking about it, that is the start of my journey. February 2020, that was on the cusp of COVID. And at the time, I had no idea all that was going to happen. But it was really a blessing, because we couldn't go out to eat anywhere. We couldn't go to, we had no ability to get together with people and friends, and I couldn't work. So it kind of all was just a good timing for me. And with the working part, what I used to do for a living before I started health coaching, I was a consultant with Pure Romance. If you're not familiar with that, we were an in-home party plan for adult women, and it's kind of like Mary Kay with a little twist, but we offered intimacy products that would help women's relationships. And so I was gone doing those shows every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. And at those shows, people would serve, refreshments. And, you go to somebody's house and you tell them no, you don't want something. Well, you didn't want to be rude. I didn't have the willpower to turn down cupcakes either. So, that was 3 days, 3 nights of my life where I was eating food like that. So that was really, and I did that for 20 years. Not that I was, partaking for 20 years, but anyway, it was still, it was not good for my health. Another thing that has been a true blessing for me over these past 2 years is the fact of being able to spend more time with my family. By being gone like I was every week, at least 3 nights a week, I didn't realize how much I missed, because I mean, people would call you last minute and say too, like, why don't y'all come over and cook out, or why don't y'all come, let's go do this, and I'd be like, oh, I gotta work, oh, I gotta work, oh, I got a show, you know. So and it was really, really nice to be able to be at home with my family. And then when we could get out and go and do things with people, and it was nice to be able to go for a cookout or go for a hike or go whatever. So it really showed me a new way of living. And since I can now work from home, and actually I can work from anywhere, you know, you can take your phone with you and work. So that has opened that world up for me, and I had never experienced that before. So that's been a true blessing. And it's also holding me accountable by helping other people learn about their health and try to change it and make themselves better through, I mean, not just weight loss, but mental, you know, changing their way of thinking and having a healthy mind and being able to do all the things that they couldn't do before. One of the best things about being a health coach is that it holds me accountable. And if you've never had a struggle with your health, your weight, you don't realize a lot of things. And so having clients that are going through things and they're talk to you and confide in you, you can relate because you were there, you knew it, you've been through it. I remember so many things holding me back in life. I would be afraid to tell people, you know. I remember going to Carowinds, and I would tell my daughter I didn't like that ride, but my fear was that I couldn't fit in the seat. So that was something that, you know, you don't realize what you do to, you know, what you miss out on. And that's one thing that I so want to help all these people that need me, because I know what they feel, and I know how hard it is. Another thing that bothered me too was being on an airplane. I never quite had to ask for an extender, but I just about did. And I remember when my daughter and I went to New York right before I started my journey. I mean, it was, you know, I filled that seat up. And then I don't know, it was when they kind of opened everything back up, and we took a girls trip to Florida, me and some of my friends, or some of my friends and I, listen to my English, but anyway, we took a girls trip that weekend, and I got on the plane, and I could lift that seat. I was able to tighten the seat belt, and I had a lot left over. You know, it's just things like that, or just bending over and tying your shoes without being out of breath. You just don't realize what things you do miss out on. So that is one of the things that I want to continue doing this probably the rest of my life, so I can help others to feel the way that I do. So I hope this channel, which is, by the way, called DSC Healthy Living, and I use that hashtag on my Facebook page as well, because my maiden name is Smith, so Danette Smith Crotts Healthy Living. So that's where that came from. But anyway, so I hope this channel is very beneficial to you. And you know, if you go to my Facebook page too and drop me some ideas about what you might want to see on my channel, and trust me, I'm sure somewhere along the way you're going to get a lot of laughs. I laugh at myself a lot. But anyway, so today I'm going to share with you a recipe that is one of our family favorites, and then I hope y'all enjoy. The first recipe we're going to share is our creamy buffalo chicken dip, which we enjoyed for our Super Bowl party. That was just the family. But anyway, it was, you know, a good, healthy way to enjoy it, and we didn't have to worry about all the carbs and the calories that go along with all the traditional stuff. This is just salt and pepper that I'm grinding up to put on the chicken to season it before we bake it. And on my grinders, I use like 10 turns of pepper and 5 turns of my Himalayan salt. I really like using kosher salt, but I was out of it, so I used the Himalayan salt instead. But anytime you're cooking, highly recommend kosher salt versus other salts. And just rub it in to the chicken a little bit, turn it over, do the other side. And if you notice, I butterfly my chicken breasts because they're usually thicker, and if you butterfly them, they cook a lot more even and quicker as well. So this is always a good little trick with the chicken, to always butterfly it. If you go to Sam's by any chance too, they have these like pterodactyl chicken breasts. It looks like something you'd buy. I mean, seriously, they're huge. So I go to Sam's a lot and buy them in bulk there. Or if you are getting them at anywhere on sale, just buy it in bulk, and you do it ahead of time. And just cover it up with aluminum foil, tin foil, whatever y'all call it in your neck of the woods, and pop it in the oven. And I think we baked this for on 350 for about 30-35 minutes. One reason that I love this recipe is because it's very simple, 5 ingredients, and we'll put the complete recipe in the description below. Alright, so now over medium heat, we are going to combine our ingredients. There's your Frank's Red Hot Sauce and your ranch dressing, light ranch dressing, by the way. And that, yeah, you see, I'm very thrifty. I'm not going to waste a thing. Get every little drop, yada, yada, yada. Get in there, get in the pot. Yes. And I'm going to mix it up. Yep. And there's your cream cheese. And we're going to stir, 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 mix, mix, mix. Get it all dissolved, mixed up. And after it's mixed up, we're going to pour it over our chicken. And when I get all that out of the pot, and let me tell you, okay, my wooden spoon, every Southern cook has a wooden spoon. If you don't have one, you need one. You whack your youngin' in the butt with it. Anyway, and here is your spatula that you really need to get all the rubber spatulas, and you can get all the good stuff off the side. So make sure that you have one of those handy as well. And then once you get it all into the chicken, all you have to do is kind of maneuver it around and get it down to the chicken. And I went back to my trusty wood spoon there because it's more, any of the other ones like flexible, so you can stir it in better with the wood spoon. And stir, 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 mix, mix, mix. Yep, yep, yep. You want to make sure all the chicken is coated really nicely. I'm very thorough, if you can't tell either. Make sure every little piece of chicken has some of that good yummy stuff on it. And I'm going to smooth it out just because I like to. It's like I'm icing a cake or taking it to a reunion. You want to make sure it's all perfect, because you ain't going to be critiquing you. You got to make sure you got it right for all those busybodies. Anyway. So now we're going to put your cheese on top. You just sprinkle it over evenly. Turn your bowl around. Get it on there, getting even. Yum, 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 yum. Yep. It's almost there. See how good that I did? I'm so good at that. Yeah. All right. Now you got everything combined. Cheese on top. Going in the oven on 350. For 10 minutes. Finished product, yummy, yummy. We like to serve ours with celery, or Matt and Caitlin's favorite is to use like red and yellow, green, bell peppers and scoop it out. And we are out of here, y'all. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next Thursday.